Have you ever felt a strange pull, like something bigger than yourself was calling you? Maybe you've noticed odd coincidences piling up, or you're suddenly seeing certain numbers everywhere you look. These aren't just random events. They're signs that you might be one of the chosen ones. Don't worry, this isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about waking up to a deeper truth about who you are and why you're here. You see, being chosen isn't about being special in the way we usually think. It's not about being rich, famous, or even particularly talented. It's about having a unique role to play in the big picture of life. Think of it like this. In a giant puzzle, every piece is chosen for its specific spot. Without that piece, the picture isn't complete. That's you. You have a spot in this world that only you can fill. Now, you might be wondering, chosen by who? That's a big question, and the answer can be different for everyone. Some people might say it's God, others might call it the universe, and some might just see it as their higher self or inner wisdom. The name doesn't matter as much as the feeling, that deep down sense that you're meant for something more. So, how do you know if you're one of the chosen ones? Well, there are some signs that many people experience. First off, you might feel different from those around you, like you don't quite fit in with the normal crowd. This isn't a bad thing. It just means you're starting to see the world in a new way. You might also find yourself drawn to spiritual ideas or practices, even if you've never been interested in them before. Suddenly, books about meditation or energy healing catch your eye, or you find yourself wanting to spend more time in nature. It's like your soul is hungry for something deeper than your everyday life. Another common sign is having vivid dreams or strong intuitions. Maybe you dream about future events, or you just know things without knowing how you know them. This is your inner wisdom starting to speak up louder, trying to guide you on your path. You might also feel a strong urge to help others or make the world a better place. This isn't just about being nice. It's a deep-seated need to make a difference. You might find yourself drawn to volunteer work, or you might start seeing problems in the world and feeling like you need to do something about them. Physical signs can show up too. Some people experience strange sensations like tingling in their hands or pressure in their forehead. Others might suddenly develop new allergies or sensitivities. Your body is adjusting to a new level of energy, and sometimes that can feel a bit weird. Time might start to feel different too. You might have moments where everything seems to slow down, or you might lose track of time completely when you're doing something that feels meaningful. This is because you're starting to tune into a different rhythm, the rhythm of your soul rather than the tick-tock of the clock. One of the biggest signs is a feeling of restlessness or dissatisfaction with your current life. Even if everything looks good on paper, you have a decent job, good relationships, a comfortable home, you might feel like something's missing. This is your soul nudging you, telling you it's time for a change. You might also start noticing synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Maybe you keep running into the same person in unexpected places, or you keep seeing the same symbol everywhere you go. These are like little winks from the universe, letting you know you're on the right track. Lastly, you might feel a deep sense of purpose, even if you're not sure what that purpose is yet. It's like you know you're meant to do something important, but the details are still fuzzy. This can be both exciting and frustrating, but it's a clear sign that you're being called to something bigger. Now, let's talk about what happens when you start to answer that call. This is what we call a spiritual awakening, and it's like waking up from a long dream. Suddenly, the world looks different, brighter, more alive, more connected. At first, this awakening can feel amazing. You might experience moments of pure joy or deep peace. Colors might seem brighter, music might sound richer, and you might feel a sense of love and connection to everything around you. It's like you're seeing the world through new eyes. But here's the thing. Awakening isn't always easy. As you start to see the truth of things, you might also see a lot of pain in the world. You might become more sensitive to the suffering of others, or you might start to see the ways that you've been hurting yourself or others without realizing it. This can be tough to deal with, but remember, seeing these things is the first step to healing them. You might also start to question a lot of things you used to believe. Old habits or relationships might not feel right anymore. You might find yourself wanting to make big changes in your life, even if those changes don't make sense to the people around you. This is normal. You're aligning yourself with your true path, and sometimes that means letting go of things that don't fit anymore. During this awakening, you might experience some strange phenomena. Some people report seeing auras around people or objects, or hearing guidance from an inner voice. You might have moments of knowing things you couldn't possibly know, or feeling connected to something much bigger than yourself. These experiences can be confusing or even scary, but they're all part of your expanding awareness. Your emotions might also go on a bit of a roller coaster ride. One day you might feel on top of the world, and the next you might feel overwhelmed or scared. This is because you're processing a lot of old emotions and beliefs, clearing them out to make room for your new understanding. It's like cleaning out a cluttered closet. It might look messy for a while, but in the end, you'll have more space and clarity. You might also find your energy levels changing. Some days you might feel supercharged, like you could run a marathon. Other days you might feel completely wiped out, needing more sleep than usual. This is your body and energy system adjusting to your new vibration. It's important to be gentle with yourself during this time and give yourself the rest you need. As you awaken, you might start to see patterns and connections that you never noticed before. You might start to understand how your thoughts and emotions create your reality, or how everything in the universe is interconnected. This can be mind-blowing, and it might take some time to fully grasp these new concepts. You might also feel a strong urge to learn and grow. Suddenly, you're hungry for knowledge about spirituality, self-improvement, or how the universe works. You might find yourself devouring books, attending workshops, or seeking out teachers who can guide you on your path. This thirst for knowledge is your soul urging you to expand your understanding. One of the most beautiful parts of awakening is the growing sense of love and compassion you might feel. You might start to see the divine in everyone and everything, understanding that we're all connected at a deep level. This doesn't mean you'll suddenly love everyone all the time, but you might find it easier to forgive, to understand different perspectives, and to treat others with kindness. As your awakening progresses, you might start to understand your own power in a new way. Not power over others, but the power to create your own reality, to heal yourself and others, to make a real difference in the world. This can feel exciting, but it also comes with responsibility. You're learning that your thoughts, words, and actions have a real impact on the world around you. You might also start to experience a shift in your priorities. Things that used to seem important, like having the latest gadget or impressing others, might start to feel less meaningful. Instead, you might find yourself valuing experiences over things, relationships over status, and personal growth over external achievements. This shift can be challenging, especially if the people around you don't understand, but it's a natural part of aligning with your higher self. As you awaken, you might also become more aware of energy, both your own and the energy around you. You might start to notice how certain people, places, or situations affect your energy. This awareness can help you make choices that support your well-being and growth. One important thing to remember during this awakening process is that it's not a linear journey. You won't wake up one day fully enlightened and stay that way forever. It's more like a spiral. You'll have moments of incredible clarity and connection, and then you might dip back into old patterns or doubts. This is normal. Each cycle brings you to a deeper level of understanding and growth. Throughout this awakening process, it's crucial to be patient and kind with yourself. You're going through a massive transformation, and it takes time. Some days you might feel like you're making huge strides, and other days you might feel like you're right back where you started. Remember, even on the tough days, you're still growing and learning. As you continue on this path, you might start to notice that you're attracting different people and experiences into your life. You might find yourself connecting with others who are on a similar journey, or you might start to have experiences that seem designed to teach you exactly what you need to learn. This is all part of the universe supporting your growth and guiding you on your path. Remember, being chosen and going through this awakening doesn't mean your life will suddenly become perfect or easy. You'll still face challenges and difficulties. The difference is that you'll start to see these challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. You'll develop tools and wisdom to navigate life's ups and downs with more grace and understanding. As your awakening deepens, you might start to feel a sense of mission or purpose emerging. This might not be a clear, detailed plan, but more of a general direction or a feeling of what you're meant to contribute to the world. Trust this feeling, even if it doesn't make logical sense right away. Your higher self is guiding you towards your true path. One of the most powerful aspects of this awakening is the growing realization that you are not separate from the universe or from others. You're part of a vast, interconnected web of life. This understanding can bring a profound sense of peace and belonging even in the midst of life's challenges. As you continue on this journey of awakening, remember that it's not about reaching a final destination. It's about embracing the journey itself, with all its twists and turns. Each step you take, each insight you gain, each challenge you overcome is shaping you into the person you're meant to be, a chosen one, ready to bring your unique gifts to the world. As exciting as this journey of awakening can be, it's not always smooth sailing. Being a chosen one comes with its own set of challenges. One of the biggest hurdles you might face is dealing with doubt. There will be times when you question everything. Is this real? Am I just imagining things? Am I going crazy? These doubts are normal, and they're actually a good sign. They show that you're thinking critically and not just blindly accepting everything. Another challenge you might face is feeling isolated or misunderstood. As you start to see the world differently, you might find that your old friends and family don't quite get what you're going through. They might worry about you or think you're going through a phase. This can be really tough, especially if you've always been close to these people. Remember, it's okay to grow and change, even if it means some relationships change too. You might also struggle with information overload. Once you start looking into spiritual topics, you'll find there's a whole world of ideas, practices, and beliefs out there. It can be overwhelming trying to figure out what's true, what's helpful, and what's right for you. It's important to take your time, trust your intuition, and remember that you don't have to accept everything you come across. One of the hardest parts of this journey can be facing your own shadows. As you become more aware, you'll start to see parts of yourself that you might not like. Old fears, negative patterns, or beliefs that have been holding you back. It can be tempting to ignore these parts or pretend they don't exist, but facing them head-on is a crucial part of your growth. It's not easy, but it's how you become whole and authentic. You might also face physical challenges. As your energy shifts and your body tries to keep up, you might experience things like headaches, digestive issues, or fatigue. These symptoms can be frustrating, especially if doctors can't find anything wrong. Remember to be patient with your body and give it the care and rest it needs during this transition. Another big challenge is learning to trust your own inner guidance. We're often taught to look outside ourselves for answers, to trust experts and authorities. But as a chosen one, you're being called to trust your own inner knowing. This can feel scary at first, like you're walking without a safety net. But the more you practice listening to and trusting your intuition, the stronger and clearer it will become. You might also struggle with feeling like you're not doing enough or not progressing fast enough. In our fast-paced world, we're used to quick results. But spiritual growth doesn't work that way. It's a slow, often subtle process. You might have days where you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's okay. Every experience, even the setbacks, is part of your growth. One particularly tricky challenge is balancing your spiritual journey with your everyday life. You might feel a strong pull to spend all your time meditating or studying spiritual teachings, but you still have bills to pay and responsibilities to handle. Finding a balance between your inner work and your outer life can be tricky, but it's an important skill to develop. You might also face the challenge of discernment. As you open up to new ideas and experiences, you'll encounter a lot of different teachings and teachers. Some will be genuinely helpful, while others might not have your best interests at heart. Learning to trust your gut and discern what's right for you is a crucial skill on this path. Lastly, you might struggle with the weight of responsibility. As you start to understand your role as a chosen one, you might feel pressure to be perfect or to save the world single-handedly. Remember, you're human. You're here to learn and grow, just like everyone else. You don't have to have all the answers or fix everything. Your job is simply to be authentically you and to share your light in whatever way feels right. Now, let's talk about the incredible transformations you'll go through on this journey. One of the first things you might notice is a shift in your perspective. Things that used to bother you might start to seem less important. You might find yourself feeling more peaceful, even in situations that would have stressed you out before. This isn't because your problems have disappeared, but because you're starting to see the bigger picture. You might also notice changes in your relationships. As you become more authentic and aligned with your true self, you'll naturally attract people who resonate with that energy. Some old relationships might fade away, while new, more supportive ones take their place. This can be a bit scary, but trust that these changes are leading you towards connections that truly nourish your soul. Your habits and interests might change too. You might find yourself naturally drawn to healthier foods, or you might lose interest in activities that no longer serve your highest good. Maybe you'll feel called to spend more time in nature, or you'll develop a new creative hobby. These changes are signs that you're aligning more closely with your true self. One of the most profound transformations is in how you see yourself. You might start to let go of old limiting beliefs about who you are and what you're capable of. You'll begin to recognize your own divine nature, understanding that you're not just a physical body, but a powerful spiritual being. This shift in self-perception can be incredibly empowering. You might also notice changes in how you experience time. You might have moments where time seems to stand still, or you might find yourself less concerned with rushing and more able to be present in the moment. This shift can bring a wonderful sense of peace and help you appreciate the beauty in everyday life. Your intuition is likely to get stronger too. You might start to trust your gut feelings more, or you might have sudden insights or aha moments that guide you in the right direction. Learning to trust and act on these intuitive nudges can lead you to amazing opportunities and experiences. You might also experience a deepening of your empathy and compassion. As you become more aware of the interconnectedness of all things, you'll naturally start to feel more compassion for others, even those who are very different from you. This doesn't mean you'll let people walk all over you. In fact, you'll probably get better at setting healthy boundaries. But you'll do it from a place of love and understanding rather than fear or anger. Another beautiful transformation is in how you handle challenges. Instead of seeing problems as burdens, you'll start to view them as opportunities for growth. You'll develop resilience and trust that whatever comes your way, you have the inner resources to handle it. You might also notice changes in your energy levels and how you use your energy. You might become more sensitive to the energy of people and places around you. You'll learn to protect and manage your own energy, which can lead to feeling more balanced and vibrant overall. Your creativity might blossom in new and unexpected ways. Whether it's through art, music, writing, or innovative problem solving, you might find yourself expressing your inner world in ways you never imagined before. This creative expression can be a powerful way to share your unique gifts with the world. One of the most significant transformations is in your sense of purpose. As you continue on this path, you'll start to understand why you're here and what you're meant to contribute to the world. This sense of purpose brings a deep fulfillment that goes beyond any external achievements or possessions. As these transformations unfold, you'll gradually step into a new version of yourself, your true self, free from the limitations and conditioning of your past. This new you is more authentic, more aligned with your soul's purpose, and more connected to the world around you. One of the key aspects of this new self is increased self-awareness. You'll become more attuned to your thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. This awareness allows you to make conscious choices rather than reacting automatically to situations. You'll be able to observe your thoughts and emotions without being completely caught up in them, which brings a wonderful sense of freedom and peace. You'll also likely find that you're more open-minded and curious. The new you understands that there's always more to learn, more perspectives to consider. You'll be less attached to being right and more interested in understanding different viewpoints. This openness can lead to rich experiences and deep connections with others. Another characteristic of your new self is increased resilience. You'll find that you're better able to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. This isn't because you never face difficulties, but because you've developed inner resources to cope with whatever life throws your way. You trust in your ability to handle things, and you understand that challenges are opportunities for growth. You might also notice that you're more present in your daily life. Instead of constantly worrying about the future or rehashing the past, you're able to fully engage with what's happening right now. This presence brings a richness to your experiences and allows you to find joy in simple moments. Your new self is likely to be more authentic in your interactions with others. You'll feel less need to pretend or to try to please everyone. Instead, you'll express yourself honestly and kindly, even when it's difficult. This authenticity might feel scary at first, but it leads to deeper, more meaningful relationships. You'll probably find that you're more compassionate, both towards others and towards yourself. You understand that everyone is on their own journey, facing their own challenges. This compassion doesn't mean you let people treat you badly, but it does mean you approach conflicts with more understanding and less judgment. Your new self is also likely to be more confident, not in an egotistical way, but in a quiet, grounded way. You trust in your own inner wisdom and in your ability to navigate life's challenges. This confidence comes from knowing who you are at your core and being aligned with your true self. You might find that you're more in tune with your body and its needs. The new you understands the connection between physical, emotional, and spiritual health. You're more likely to listen to your body, give it the rest and nourishment it needs, and honor its wisdom. Another beautiful aspect of your new self is increased gratitude. You'll find yourself appreciating the little things in life more often. This gratitude isn't dependent on everything being perfect. You can feel grateful even in challenging times because you understand the growth opportunity in every experience. Your new self is also likely to be more proactive about creating positive change, both in your own life and in the world around you. You understand your power as a co-creator of your reality, and you're willing to take inspired action towards your goals and dreams. Lastly, your new self embraces uncertainty and change. Instead of fearing the unknown, you welcome it as an adventure. You understand that growth often happens outside of your comfort zone, so you're willing to take risks and try new things. Embracing this new self doesn't mean you become a completely different person overnight. It's a gradual process of unfolding and becoming. There will be times when you slip back into old patterns, and that's okay. The key is to be patient and kind with yourself as you continue to grow and evolve. Remember, this journey of transformation is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully yourself. It's about shedding the layers of conditioning and false beliefs to reveal the beautiful, powerful soul that you've always been. As a chosen one, your journey of self-discovery and growth is not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole world. By embracing your true self and sharing your unique gifts, you play a crucial role in the evolution of consciousness on our planet. As a chosen one, you have a unique mission in this world. This isn't about becoming famous or achieving great wealth, although those things might happen. It's about fulfilling your soul's purpose and contributing to the greater good in a way that only you can. Your mission might not be clear right away, and that's okay. It often reveals itself gradually as you continue on your spiritual journey. You might start to notice certain themes or patterns in your life, things you're naturally drawn to or problems you feel compelled to solve. These can be clues to your greater purpose. One important thing to understand is that your mission doesn't have to be grand or world-changing in an obvious way. Maybe your purpose is to bring more kindness into your community, or to create art that touches people's hearts. Maybe it's to be a loving parent or a supportive friend. These seemingly small acts can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. Your mission is often closely tied to your natural talents and the experiences you've had in life, even the difficult ones. Those challenges you've overcome, they've given you wisdom and strength that you can now use to help others. Your unique combination of skills, interests, and life experiences has prepared you for your specific mission. As you embrace your role as a chosen one, you might feel a growing sense of responsibility. You're becoming aware of the impact your thoughts, words, and actions have on the world around you. This responsibility isn't a burden. It's an opportunity to consciously create positive change. Part of your mission is likely to involve raising the vibration of the planet. This doesn't mean you have to do anything extraordinary. Simply by working on yourself, healing your own wounds, and living from a place of love and authenticity, you're contributing to the collective consciousness in a powerful way. You might also find that your mission involves being a way shower for others. As you progress on your spiritual path, you'll naturally inspire those around you. People might come to you for advice or support. By sharing your experiences and the wisdom you've gained, you can help others on their own journeys of awakening. Remember, your mission isn't something you have to force or figure out intellectually. As you continue to follow your inner guidance and take inspired action, your purpose will unfold naturally. Trust the process and know that by being your authentic self, you're already fulfilling an important part of your mission. To support your journey as a chosen one, it's helpful to develop a set of daily practices that keep you centered, connected, and aligned with your higher self. These practices don't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even a few minutes each day can make a big difference. One of the most powerful practices is meditation. This doesn't mean you have to sit in lotus position for hours. Even 5 minutes of quiet reflection or mindful breathing can help calm your mind and connect you with your inner wisdom. There are many different types of meditation, so experiment to find what works best for you. Journaling is another valuable practice. Taking time each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can help you process emotions, gain insights, and track your spiritual growth. You might want to keep a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple practice can shift your focus to the positive and raise your vibration. Spending time in nature is a wonderful way to recharge and reconnect with the natural world. Whether it's a walk in the park, tending to a garden, or simply sitting under a tree, being in nature can help ground you and remind you of the interconnectedness of all things. Mindful movement practices like yoga, tai chi, or qigong can help align your body, mind, and spirit. These practices not only improve physical health, but also help you become more aware of your body's energy and wisdom. Reading spiritual texts or listening to uplifting podcasts can help expand your understanding and keep you inspired on your journey. Remember to trust your own discernment. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Practicing kindness and compassion is a powerful daily practice. Look for opportunities to help others or spread positivity. This could be as simple as smiling at a stranger or offering a listening ear to a friend in need. Affirmations and visualization can help reprogram your subconscious mind and align you with your goals and higher self. Spend a few minutes each day affirming positive truths about yourself and visualizing the life you want to create. Energy work, such as Reiki or other healing modalities, can help clear blockages and balance your energy centers. Even if you're not trained in these practices, simply placing your hands on your heart and setting an intention for healing can be powerful. Remember, the key to any spiritual practice is consistency. It's better to do a little bit every day than to do a lot once in a while. Be patient with yourself and adjust your practices as needed. What works for you might change over time, and that's okay. As you progress on your spiritual journey, you'll likely feel drawn to connect with others who are on a similar path. These connections can provide support, inspiration, and a sense of belonging as you navigate the sometimes challenging terrain of spiritual awakening. One way to find like-minded individuals is to attend spiritual or personal growth workshops, retreats, or classes. These events not only provide valuable learning opportunities, but also bring together people with similar interests and goals. Online communities can be a great resource for connecting with others, especially if you live in an area where it's hard to find spiritual groups. There are forums, social media groups, and online courses where you can interact with people from all over the world who are on similar spiritual journeys. You might want to consider joining or starting a local spiritual book club or discussion group. This can be a wonderful way to explore new ideas and share experiences with others in your community. Attending regular meditation groups or yoga classes can help you connect with others who value inner growth and mindfulness. These settings often naturally foster connections and friendships. Remember, as a chosen one, you might sometimes feel different from those around you. Finding your spiritual tribe can provide a sense of belonging and understanding that's incredibly validating and supportive. However, it's important to maintain a balance. While connecting with like-minded individuals is valuable, be careful not to isolate yourself from those who think differently. Part of your role as a chosen one might be to bridge different worlds and perspectives. As you connect with others, Remember to trust your intuition. Not everyone who claims to be on a spiritual path will resonate with you, and that's okay. Choose connections that feel authentic and uplifting. Lastly, don't forget that some of your most important spiritual connections might be with unseen guides or your own higher self. Nurturing these inner connections is just as important as building relationships with others on the physical plane. As we wrap up our exploration of what it means to be a chosen one, remember that this journey is uniquely yours. There's no one-size-fits-all path to spiritual awakening and growth. Trust your own inner guidance and know that you have everything you need within you to fulfill your mission. Being a chosen one isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being willing to look within, to grow, to face your shadows, and to shine your light in the world. It's about recognizing the divine spark within yourself and others, and using your unique gifts to contribute to the greater good. Your awakening journey may have its challenges, but it also brings incredible joy, growth, and fulfillment. As you continue to embrace your role as a chosen one, you'll likely experience a deepening sense of peace, purpose, and connection to all of life. Remember, every step you take on this path, every act of kindness, every moment of self-reflection, every challenge you overcome, ripples out into the world in ways you might never see. By doing your own inner work and living authentically, you're contributing to the evolution of consciousness on our planet. So embrace your journey, trust the process, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Your new life is indeed beginning, and it's full of infinite possibilities. The world needs your light, your love, and your unique gifts. Step into your power as a chosen one, and watch as your life and the world around you transform in beautiful and unexpected ways. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and awakening. Remember, you are not alone. There are many others like you, waking up and stepping into their power as chosen ones. Together, we are creating a more conscious, compassionate, and connected world. As you move forward from here, stay open to the magic and synchronicities that will guide your way. Trust your intuition, follow your heart, and know that you are supported every step of the way. Your new life as a chosen one is just beginning, and the best is yet to come.